Things are in plain sight. Interestingly enough, when we talk about the things we deal with when we deal with our inner selves, it's kind of like the same thing, right? Same turmoil. Deeper meaning. There's always layers to things. I know when I was in the underworld after the doctor killed me. Now, there were layers to the underworld as well. Like different dimensions of darkness, dimensions of being, just weird stuff. Nothing made sense. Everything was different. Everything was there and here, and zero control on my part. Just shock and horror, actually. So, trying to talk about it to people after it's like year 3, as I was trying to process this, you tell people, hey, listen, this happened, this is what I seen. Most people run or don't want to hear about it, or someone will be too weird and want to hear too much, and then this is like, nah, you're too creepy to discuss this with. But I figure once I write the book and I describe in detail the things I've seen and the places I've been, that there'll be others that have lived or seen or experienced what I've experienced, and then I can connect and probably have more direction in where this is all going. Because honestly, I don't know what the hell I'm doing writing a book. I was just praying, and this is what my inner spirit told me to do at the most awkward time, and an extremely awkward time, and here I am hiking it, extremely happy. And so God and Yahuwah, whoever you call your creator, is always with you. And it's just a matter of your energy and where you put your energy to. And energy in the sense of thought, man. Energy in the sense of thought. So every thought you have in a day consumes energy. And if you consume energy and you put it into one specific thing, and you start manifesting that thing, isn't that correct? I mean, by practice hitting a golf ball, and I consume, I actually, as a story, I was learning how to play golf. I really, golf is a funny thing. Oh man, golf is a funny thing. I was golfing with these old timers, pretty funny. These cats at the Wyndham Golf Club, and a couple local guys. I wish I could remember which ones I was golfing with, man. One of the guys said to me, yeah, I was hitting crap. The old guys were in the middle all the time. I was all over Chase. But every now and then I'll hit a bomb, and they're like, yeah, that's wonderful. Whatever, anyways, long story short, round ends and stuff, we're going in. Hey, yeah, come on, Miguel. Go over there back there. Let's go have a beer, whatever, hot dog, whatever it was. Going in. He's like, yeah, man, how long you been playing? Blah, blah, blah. I said, this long. I said, I want to get better. I said, I tell you what you got to do. Yeah, you got a job? He's like, yeah. You got a wife? I said, yeah. He says, well, quit your job and get rid of your wife and play all day, and you'll be a great golfer. And so, you know what I mean? But he was right, man. If I did all that and just manifested everything into freaking being a golfer, I probably would have been something, maybe an amateur or something, who knows, but I would have been a lot better, right? Long story short, you put energy into something, that's what you manifest and stuff. You put energy into love, that's what you manifest. You put energy into your exercising, and what you do, that's what you manifest. You put an overabundance amount of energy into your exercising, into yourself, then you're overly looking self-righteous. So there's a little yin and yang we got to pull back from too here. And sometimes you can wind up without a sneaker. I don't know how these things happen. So as you can see, my walk is pretty chill. I got some people coming on some electric roller bikes. Yeah. You know what I did manifest the other day? I was thinking, I'm really not a materialistic person, but I think the next time we're on this trail, I'll be on an electric bike. I did actually want to get one of these bikes so that I can at least exercise and maybe get out a little further, throw a fishing pole in the back of that thing, man. Because I'm trying to just get out and be in nature and stuff. And you know, it's one of the things about Willimantic, man. I feel like I've always grown up in the woods. Willimantic's not much of a city, but for the area around here, it's considered a city compared to the other towns. And you know, it's like one of the main hubs, I guess. But around here, it's like the big city. But now for me, it's woods, man. I guess, like, in a way, I listen to everything. Like, if you listen to my music, my YouTube page and stuff, and all my reels and stuff, I think my soundtrack is popping, people. I love my soundtrack, man. But it's crazy, right? Because I could go from country to rock to whatever, some R&B, whatever. That's my life, man. That's really me. I'm not pretending to be nothing. These are all songs in my head. I go digging up. I've been able to find a couple new songs, which is pretty cool and stuff. Usually with country, because that was probably one of my genres that I was least good with. But like, there was a time when my son Nicholas was little, we'd sit in the car and we'd just start from one end of the radio station and turn channels, and I'd try to sing every song. And I'd probably hit like a good 80% of them, 90% of them, which is pretty cool back in those days. But I guess radio is probably different now and stuff. I'm like rambling down this path by myself, man. But can you notice that I love chilling with myself? This is how I really bug out with me and stuff. I do have some dope conversations with myself, and I do process a lot of cool stuff. One of the things I do out here is seriously connect with this river for some reason, because I feel connected to it in so many ways. See if I can pull back for you guys. Yeah. But so I can pretty much walk in any woods in this Windham area and know whether I'm in Willimantic or Coventry or Mansfield just by the wood patterns, the way the layouts and stuff. For the most part, it gets a little funky, you know, but I can tell most part. Mansfield's distinctive to me. That's where I raised Nicholas. So when I was in Willimantic, I did raise Nicholas for a few years out there, which was a wonderful place. My heart's been always here in Willimantic, and always probably, you know, from feeling like an underdog in this small community, feeling like an underdog in a small high school, and always feeling like an underdog against everything in life and stuff. And I just, like, you know, I doubled down, you know what I mean? Paid my dues back in the days. In the 70s were rough, the 80s were rough. You know, just, I paid my dues, and can't no man look at me and say they're better than me. They have to be crazy. I'm a king. Most people that have been through half of what I went through would probably be mute, yet alone smile like I do, and still save lives and help other people out of this mess. So, you know what I mean? Sometimes I might pop off like I'm cocky in what I do and stuff, man. And nah, it's not me being cocky. It's me just calling people's bluffs. A lot of people that call themselves social workers or whatever, or case managers that I don't see in the field, or therapists that I know you have no clinical foundation, or just like, come on.